Right, yeah. So the first one that I wanted to go through was sort of like what position were you in before the 6 weeks, and what made you sort of sign up to that program initially?
Well, before I started the 6 week reset, I was in a position where I was trying to lose weight, but struggling and finding it very slow and just, going on, just general things that you've heard and learnt over time. And yeah, it was just a struggle because I kind of weighed myself and I was like over 105 kilos, possibly even up to 110.
Yeah.
And I knew I knew I had to change something, but just didn't
Mm.
was struggling, but yeah, just didn't quite know what to do. So yeah, that's when I thought I need more information. I need
Yeah. Yeah. And so like from that point of obviously like knowing something needed to change, what do you think were the steps were to be like, right, I need to, and why was it the 6 weeks? Was there anything about it that you were like, okay, that would be really good for me? Or was it, I know it was a while ago actually, so it's probably hard to remember, but
yeah,
what was
yep.
the process of like, right, that's the one that I'm gonna give a go, essentially.
I think I'd seen your content like pop up
Mm,
on my feed like a lot, and then started following you, and I really liked what you had to say and the way that you explain things in a really easy way. And
mm.
I don't know, I just felt like that that
Yeah,
was hopefully what was going to help me
yeah.
learn more and just yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think well, I wanted to like bring up your log actually because yeah, this was January, February, March, April 2024. So April 2024 is when you first joined the 6 week reset. And like you said, you started that at 99. And I know you went on a little bit of a journey before, didn't you? So say you're 105 down to 99, and got that first part done, then got a little bit stuck with the rest. And
Yep.
you finished the program, there we go, week 6 at 95. So 4 kg, say 8, 9 pounds down. What do you think throughout that program? What do you think changed for you? Because it was maybe some understandings that you didn't have before. What do you think the 6 weeks sort of give you?
Just a really good understanding of how calories work. And like I never
Mm,
really knew much about protein and all that before. Like that, I think that was the main thing, like learning about how that all fits together to create, and a deficit. And like I never really knew that before, never really had that priority on protein
yeah,
and fiber and yeah, just how that all fits together to yeah, just
yeah,
um yeah, make it easier.
yeah, yeah. And I think, well, that's what it sort of provides a little bit as well, is like simplicity, I think. As you mentioned, maybe like trying different things before, it would always be like rule-based stuff, I guess, of like, I can't do this, I have to do that, I can't eat this, I can only eat at that time. And doing that sort of, it becomes very like, yeah, rule-based, where it works for a certain period of time. So I think going through the 6 weeks maybe opened that up a little bit and thought like there's no specific rules that need to be there. It's just an approach that we tweak your lifestyle a little bit. And even what we're doing now, I guess, there's nothing of
Mm.
like, you've got to do this and that's the only way it is, because every week for you is a little bit different, so it's just having that approach that can be adapted to fit the lifestyle. Um so as we were coming to the end of the 6 week reset, and obviously we spoke about like continuing and stuff like that, what do you think the thing was that made you carry on from the 6 weeks over to the one-to-one coaching like we're doing now?
I guess I just feel like, I'd seen like a 5 kilo loss, like
Mm,
almost over the six weeks, whereas it had taken me months like to get
yeah,
that progress on my own. And I guess I felt like I was at the point like with with how I was feeling about myself and my energy that I thought I need to just give this a go and
mm,
yeah, hopefully it will help me change my life. And yeah,
yeah,
now
yeah,
I'm 30
sort of
kgs.
has. Yeah. Do you think you had any hesitations about that of like, yeah, any drawbacks of like going from that over to the one-to-one side of things? Was there anything sort of like potentially like stopping you that could have, or do you feel like you were just ready to keep going?
I don't know. I feel like having the momentum of the 6 week reset just helped
Mm,
me. Like, I'm like, well, Tom's helped me this far. Like, he's gonna help me, yeah, get to
yeah,
where I want to be. So
yeah,
yeah,
no, definitely.
I don't know, I didn't really have any doubts, but yeah, I just was hoping that, yeah, it would, yeah,
Yeah,
continue,
yeah,
I guess. But
yeah,
there's only, like you say to us, like, we need to put the work in ourselves, like, as well. Like,
mm,
you're there mentoring and coaching us, but we still have to tick all
yeah,
those boxes.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it's like almost in some ways I see it as like I am the navigator in a way, but you have to go and do the walk, you know? It's
Mm.
like it's all mapped out for you. As in like, right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I think as well, it's decision making of like, and like within the check-ins when you've got so many things going on and so many things popping up, it's that decision making that over time, like do at the start of like, right, do this, do that. And then you start to tell me this is what I'm going to do. And then I confirm it in some ways. And that's like the learning process, I think, of like, you know how to navigate your weeks now if it's really social, you've got things going on. And then when we get to the check-in, you almost have a plan and I just reconfirm it in some ways or make a few
Mhm.
tweaks to it as well. And obviously like the accountability side of things, I think, that's always the biggest thing. So what do you feel like for you personally was the biggest changes that happened when going from the 6 week reset over to the one-to-one? Like what do you feel like the difference, if someone asked you what would the difference be between the two, what would you say?
Just having amazing support, and the
Mm.
way, like, the check-ins were, I mean, they were still there in the 6 week reset, but in one-to-one
Yeah.
coaching, just so more detailed and just able to factor in every little thing about
Mm.
what's happening and, yeah, structure. Um,
Yeah.
my weeks, some weeks are crazy and others are just normal, but yeah, just
Yeah.
having that, yeah, guide, and I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
the word, but
Yeah, no. And I think the big thing for you as well was the training, wasn't it? Because
yeah.
when we through the 6 weeks, I don't did you do any training or not?
I might have done like one or two workouts from home, but
Yeah.
not many.
Yeah, yeah. So that was, I guess that was the thing that was a little bit inconsistent. But I guess at the start point, it was almost like, yeah, I want to do that, but firstly, I want to get a bit of the weight gone first. So I think that was the main plan. And then when we move over to one-to-one, it was the home training, wasn't it? And you were training from home for a while, and now you're in the gym twice a week. So what would you think that process has been like for you, going from not training to home training to now in the gym and what that's provided you in a way?
Well, it was really daunting to begin with, like, especially stepping
Mm,
into the gym and, like, just becoming more confident in that environment. But yeah, now I don't know, I feel like I'm building more strength every week, and just, yeah, just,
yeah.
I don't know, it's just a whole different thing. But and I never, I
Yeah.
guess, thought I would be into that, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's certainly given me more confidence, and yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I think as well, it's like now you are what 30 kg down, so like over 60 pounds. It's the visual representation of what the training gives you as well.
Mhm.
And I speak about this quite a lot. Like if you lost the same weight but you didn't train, you would probably look a little bit different now. But now you've got that muscle being built and you've got the definition and the tone as you continue losing weight, because there's not loads to go for you now. It's just the last little bit to do. But what the training has given you is the definition, I think, that then shines through as you continue losing weight. So I think that side of things has been a huge game changer for you. And obviously initially like quite daunting going into the gym, but do you feel like obviously you go into the gym, you've got your plan, you know what you're doing, you've got the videos. Do you feel a little bit more comfortable now with that process?
Yeah, well, I feel like I can just go in, get in, do what I need to do, and, like, I'm not a social gym goer. I'd like to
Yeah,
just go in, do what I need to do, and just yeah. But having
yeah.
that plan all written out for me, I know exactly what I need to do, the order I need to do it, and yeah, it's
Yeah, it makes it a bit simple, I guess, of like you just show up and do it. And it's like,
yeah.
and then obviously within the check-ins, we go through how we can progress certain things as well. Um, but yeah, I guess like what position, because obviously at the start, you mentioned 105, 110 kilos. It was happening slowly and maybe not feeling that great within yourself. So what would you say the position that you are in now and sort of how that makes you feel in comparison to before?
I don't know. I just feel amazing now. Like I feel like I've got so much more energy. Like before, I just felt really sluggish. And I guess I've got a quite
Yeah.
an active job working with young kids. So I'm
Mm,
moving a lot, getting up and down off the floor. And now I can just do it. Like I don't have
mm,
that effort to get up and down. I've got energy. I can go, I don't know, I can go into any shop and try on clothes
yeah.
and
Yeah.
feel confident. Like, yeah, before it was, I was pushing like I was out of the standard size clothing. So I was having to look in the plus size ranges and yeah, to be in the position now where I'm not even at the topper end of the normal size, I'm getting near the middle and lower end. It's
Yeah.
yeah, the real
Yeah, I think we spoke recently about like the identity change that comes with it too in certain situations now of like beforehand maybe in a group, like you said, you would class yourself as the bigger one, but now it's almost
Mm,
like being the smaller one. It's so hard to comprehend because your mind hasn't quite catched up with it yet. Um,
mm,
which is crazy. And I think there was that one photo, like you said, where you were wearing the same clothes, the same size as your friend or your colleague, and you would always look at them as the like smaller person. And to have that now going on, yeah, I think it's a huge identity change. And then, I also think as well as you mentioned, your husband is now sort of getting involved a little bit with like the walks and eating better as well. And it's the dominoes effect that it has on the people around you
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Obviously, I know you've got active boys in that, so they don't really need the push, but to the people around you that follow the trends and the habits that you set. So yeah, and what would you, I guess, like if you were in a position now where you were just finishing the 6 week reset, but you knew where you got to now and you knew how you feel now, which you do, what would you say to someone who is a little bit of like hesitant, I guess, of going from the program into the one-to-one side of things?
I would just say do it. Like, yeah, it's changed my life. Like Tom's been amazing. Like, yeah, I would say just don't hesitate. Just do it. You have to do work and you have to put
Mm,
in, but Tom will just lead you.
yeah, yeah. I think that's a big part to understand is like, yeah, you got to put the work in some ways. Um, because you wouldn't be where you are right now if you did rely on motivation, because there's times obviously that it's the last thing that you want to do and life is hectic, but you make a plan, you suit that plan, and it's not always perfect, but it gets done to a certain extent. Um, and that's why like your weight loss journey has been so consistent. And like over a period of 2 years, which seems quite long, you have literally changed your life around. And I don't think with the position that you're in now, you're ever going to worry about having to sort of go through that again. Like you know deep down now, there's no hesitations that you would ever pile that weight back on because it's almost like not even within the equation based on your
Mm.
lifestyle now. Um, so yeah, all in all, really good. What would you say the biggest unexpected win would be through this process? I think that's always good to think about as well. That's away from like weight loss or away from your clothes fitting better. Do you feel like there's been any unexpected things that have cropped up with it?
Um, I just think my confidence in general, like my
Mm,
confidence in my ability to do different things and to have a go at things like the fun run,
yeah.
like a tree climb, like those things that I would have really hesitated to do before. Now I can just jump in and do. I've got the energy and the stamina and yeah, the physical ability to do it. Like,
Mm, yeah. Yeah. Just like a widened opportunity of things to do
yeah,
now, which is nice. And it's sometimes, I guess, like when you were 105 kilos, let's say, you wouldn't have thought of those things, but then when it come around to it, it's like, oh, I can't do that. And you're the one that has to miss out. So now when you go through that and yeah, it just widened opportunity.